Hello, Virgo, sexy Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. I do apologize for my voice. I'm kind of losing it after doing a 3-hour live. But hey, what's a voice anyways? What's a voice? It just comes back again. I'll just have some honey and yeah, rest it when I'm done. Virgo, what is the overall energy of your reading? Thank you. Oh, everybody! Raccoon! Why are you hiding? Come out and play. Why are you hiding? Being a little shy, pulling back. Hermit mode, Virgo. You're being a little Virgo-ish. Virgo is being a Virgo. You know, I feel like you're kind of pulled back from something. It's obvious. I think you're kind of pulled back from something, but you're still watching. What are you watching for? I'm not quite sure yet. It sort of feels like you're watching for a sign or an indicator if it's safe to come out. A sign or an indicator if it's safe to come out. The fox. Oh, that's interesting. I'm putting these two together. I wouldn't think these two would get along very well. Like in terms of in the wild, I would think that the fox would probably hang around in some similar areas to the raccoon, particularly in an urban or suburban setting. And the fox, well, you know, the raccoon is pretty feisty. It's kind of, it'd be interesting to see how that went. But it's both earth energy. The underlying here, I mean, this is a very attractive, very sexy, really got it going on. This is a glow up kind of energy. I think this was out for Cancer as a card symbolizing they're really glowing right now. Like they're really, really glowing. But yet maybe you're not feeling that way. You are not feeling that way. Perhaps there's someone that you're interested in or that you're watching and it feels like they're glowing. And you're not, because you're sitting in the dark. The fox is all lit up in this beautiful light orange yellow energy, and your card is just black and white. It's just black and white. You're not glowing. You're hiding something. You're hiding something. Let's see. Let's see what the other cards tell us. Virgo. The Two of Coins. You're trying to balance stuff here. The Ace of Swords. You're looking for a new truth, clarity. Ooh, and the Hanged Man. Oh yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of thinking going on. The King of Wands. I feel like there's something you really want here, but you're sitting in your burrow. You're not going. You're not making any move. You're hiding. I really feel like you're hiding from something. But why? Okay. The Two of Coins, the Ace of Swords, and the Hanged Man. You're trying to juggle two different elements of your life here. Trying to come up with a way to juggle two different aspects of your life. Two different things that are responsibilities in your life. You have a new truth here, a new beginning, but you don't. It's like it's stuck between juggling the things in your life and trying to connect with the universe and be balanced. Trying to connect. Trying to see things differently. And I don't know if you're kind of feeling like you have some sort of a truth here, some sort of a new beginning, some sort of clarity, but you're resting on it. I really get that you're resting on this. Yeah, this truth isn't being expressed. This new beginning and truth it's stuck between responsibilities of real life every day. Stuck between responsibilities of real life every day and having a better perspective, having a greater or broader perspective on life, on your journey. Okay, yeah, because, you know, this Ace of Swords sits in the clouds. It sits in the clouds, right? It's in the Earth's atmosphere. It's not out in space yet. It's not that big. But it kind of feels like you have two parts of your life. One that is very, very grounded and very, very realistic, and another one that is out in space, man. Like, it is just... You know, I would describe it as somebody who has a lot of responsibility, somebody who, or at least like in the circles that you are in life, they're very realistic circles. It's a very realistic circle. It's, I'm trying to think of it because I'm kind of out here. So I'm trying to bring it down here where they have a logical explanation for everything. There's a logical explanation for everything. It's not necessarily proven, but it's logical and it's grounded and it doesn't rock the boat too much. So, you know, it feels okay. Like spaceships, maybe like there's no way. There's no, you know, there's a logical explanation. It's this or this. It's that or that. It's just saying like there's always, it's very logical, but yet there's an aspect of your life that's not there, that is really not there, that whether you experience astral projection, whether you experience like full-on psychic communication, whatever it is. And so this is in between. Right? This is not on the ground. This is not on the ground, this Ace of Swords. It's also not out in outer space. It's just in the clouds. It's kind of like, how do I bring my truth together so that it can represent this really grounded, makes sense, it doesn't rock the boat, everyone feels comfortable with it. With this reality part of my life, it is not that. That's kind of what I'm getting here. So you're pulling back almost as if you're not sure how you fit in either circle at this point. How do you fit in either circle? How do I get it to fit in both circles, I feel? Oh, let's see. The Two of Pentacles with the Two of Pentacles. Thanks. The Prince of Cups with the Ace of Swords. The Ten of Pentacles with the Hanged Man. Ah. And the Prince of Wands. You have two princes here. In this deck, the princes are kind of like, they're a little bit like the Knight of Cups. It's kind of weird, or the Knights. And then the Knights are a little bit like the King, a king that takes action. It's a little confusing. But anyway, so you got the Prince of Cups, the Prince of Wands at the bottom. And you also have the King of Wands at the bottom of the other deck. There's a lot of passion, a creativity that fuels inside you that you really want to be a big part of your life, that you really want to use to guide your life. Yet, you really, Two of Pentacles with the Two of Pentacles. The Moon, like, because the Moon can be all that, like that psychic connection, going into the unknown, believing in things that, you know, you just can't prove, but she's kind of fan, I don't know, seems. But then the Sun, it's all clear, it all makes sense, we all understand it. Right? It is. Like, The Prince of Cups is guiding himself here. He's holding a cup himself. And he's sort of like he's holding the reins of this eagle, this bird of prey, which is guiding him along the river. But, you know, his grip is loose. His grip is loose. It's not even, it's just wrapped around his wrist. Because he's focused on holding this cup with a snake in it. And the snake is very transformative. The snake is very transformative. It's also very grounded. Because it's stuck on the ground. You know, I'm really getting the message here to write a new reality. To write a new reality here. New realities have been written all throughout history, right? I mean, think about it. Think about where mankind was 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago. Think about where we are now. There's been an awful lot of people rewriting realities. Rewriting the concept of reality. That's what I get here very strongly with this Hanged Man in outer space and the Ten of Pentacles. Rewriting the reality. It's almost time for reality to be rewritten in some form. I mean, we are in a very transformative period all over the earth right now. The entire earth is in a very transformative period. And this is the time to be rewriting reality for yourself, how you see it. Because that can become a norm down the road. It's just being brave enough, you know, kind of coming out of this raccoon mode and being the fox. Being very confident about it. Being willing to go down a different path to divert from where you thought you were going. Because there really are. I mean, there are people that follow the path that has been created in the past. They follow those paths, and we all do in different parts of our lives. But then there are times where somebody's walking the path and they say, hey, you know what? This path has been walked for so long by so many people, it's a trench. It's not even a path anymore. It's become a trench. You can't even see over the sides anymore. You don't even know where you're walking towards. Why are you doing this? Why are you all walking in this trench? Like, you know, I just getting that, like, kind of waking up. And instead of saying, I don't know how to bring together this very stable, grounded, makes sense aspect of my life with, it's almost kind of like even a spiritual practice. I think it's time to just do it the way you want to do it. Like, do it the way you want to do it. The way that feels right for you. You're guided here. You're kind of looking at your own transformation with this snake in the cup. And your intention is good. You're being like your cups. Your feelings and your emotions are sort of guiding you down the river. You're being guided with divine protection. The raccoon. Oh, why are my poor sexy Virgos? Because, no, it's not quite you. I know the raccoon is hermit, but come on, you sexy. You want to be the fox again. And you're going to be the fox once you start doing this. Because you won't be ashamed of what you believe in or what you want to do or how you want to live. And when people see that this is success for you, and however success is measured, it doesn't have to be wealth, it doesn't have to be fame, but it produces happiness and stability for you as success. The raccoon. The raccoon. The raccoon. The Nine of Wands and the Lovers. The Nine of Wands is, you know, oh my gosh, I'm so worn out by this journey. I am so worn out by this journey. The Lovers is about making choices too. Like choices are very apparent here. Choices are very apparent. Balancing. Choices. Which one do you choose? How do you choose it? What do? Do you go left? Do you go right? Interesting that he's got two things in each hand here. Two beams. Like lightsaber crystals. Choices. Choices you make. What choice do you want to make? I know I say that. And it's like, you know, life is not so cut and dry. Over time, you find as a tarot reader, life can be pretty cut and dry. It's how we all perceive it and how powerful we think the constraints are or the social expectations are of us too. And how important that plays in your life. The fox is underlying. The fox is underlying. Ooh, that was funny. The moon, the page of swords, and the world. I feel as if you can sense an ending approaching. Some sort of major ending approaching in your life, some sort of cycle ending, and a little bit of you is hanging on to this Two of Pentacles because it's what you know too. It's not just, you know, because this is the circle. This is the circle that you've been in. This is what you know. And there is of course for anyone kind of moving out of a circle that you're familiar with and moving into a circle that you're not familiar with. But yet you're drawn to that circle as if to say, you know, this is a path for you. Because there's a lot of unknown and you don't know where this is going. So you're sitting in here. Like, oh. Sitting in there. The Knight of Wands is at the bottom. A lot of wands. All your underlying is wands. King of Wands, Prince of Wands, Knight of Wands. No wonder you're the Nine of Wands with your raccoon. You have a lot of passion, a lot of desire, a lot of creativity, a lot of oomph to go out there, to share with the world, to participate in the world, and it's all being held back because it's all sitting underneath the reading. It's all sitting underneath the reading. So it's coming out with trying to make a choice here, coming out with trying to balance practicality and spirituality. This, I mean, you can take this many different ways too. Like this could be one person in your life that's very important to you. And you just know they're not going to relate to this aspect of you. Could be a whole group of people. It could be where you work. It could be your whole family. But there's a truth to you here that does need to shine. And it does create a very, very stable, the Ten of Pentacles, an abundant future in life for you. But it might be hard to see right now. It might be hard to see because you are sitting, approaching an unknown. You're trying to learn as much as you can about it, and what you have learned from it thus far to this point is that there's big things coming to an end. There's big things coming to an end. And I kind of feel like we're only going to be given so much information about what comes in, this new cycle that comes in. But it feels very much like it's going to be a different path than where you've been up to this point. And I'm going to leave it there, Virgo. I got one more to do and I don't want to lose my voice before I do Libra. All right, Virgo. Thank you so much, guys. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.